Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left. With a 3rd and 8.
Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A field position. Return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Mario Edwards in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Hines, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's Hines, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Really nice pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and short, and you figure, let's go ahead and run it again, but boy, that outcome leaves you in a difficult 3rd down, doesn't it?
Didn't stand a chance from the start. You could tell they were going in the wrong direction.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Stills the intended target. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going. Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too. And coughed it up, and the Colts pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's Hines on a toss play. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, Newton. Throw left side, complete to Scott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, it's Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They come out here in the eye. Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Now it's Newton. The quick slant caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. Aguayo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. On the left side, this is Stills. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins. And they'll run it here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now Newton on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
On the give, this is Dixon. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff for Dixon. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. On second down, here's Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. They run with Hines. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
He'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Dixon. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The shotgun snap for Newton. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Newton on first down. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Do so.
From the gun, Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. Flush to his right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. Well, we can get to the 3rd quarter now. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun. Newton. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Colts on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be third and a mile. From the gun, Newton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 22. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Here we go, fellas. Gun. Set.
On first and 10, Newton. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win. Obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. This is Hines, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. Throw left side complete. It's Dixon. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run with Dixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Aguayo. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So now here come the Dolphins. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. He has still not connected on a single pass in this 2nd half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Back to throw here. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw now on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now back to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. He'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Colts coming out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Newton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon McMillan able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 58 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
Over.
He'll get it up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And that makes it 24-13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground with Dixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now Newton on 1st down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Roberto Aguayo for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Aguayo's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And out come the Dolphins now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the left side, this is Stills. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dixon. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing right downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Gone!
Looking to throw. This is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup at 34 yards. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He needed 9, he got 8, and that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it here with Dixon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Indianapolis, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff. 3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for